In this video I'm going to be analysing the film Baywatch, picking it apart and examining it in great detail. Then I will move on to explore some different media theories before zeroing in on one. Then I will present the theory's history and how it is present in Baywatch, before moving on to explore some more films that include the theory, before finalising it with a couple of films that contrast the theory. The official synopsis for the Baywatch 2017 film is: when a dangerous crime wave hits the beach, the legendary Mitch Buchanan leads his elite squad of lifeguards on a mission to prove that you don't have to wear a badge to save the bay. Joined by a trio of hotshot recruits, including former Olympian Matt Brody, they ditch the surf and go deep undercover to take down a ruthless businesswoman whose devious plans threaten the future of the bay. The remake of Baywatch was released on the 29th of May 2017. However, many people assumed that from the trailers it was just going to be another vanity-fueled movie that was only produced to make money for the movie industry. This was proved wrong when it was released to audiences, as they were shown that it was actually an action film instead of a movie about a bunch of attractive people who were lifeguards. The film actually did better than expected, as it achieved 3 stars and made $57.2 million in America and $152.1 million worldwide. However, as the film cost $69 million to produce, it did not do as well as the production companies had hoped. Although Baywatch is supposed to be a comedic action film, it still consists of mostly archetypal and stereotypical male and female characters that are there to make the film more attractive and appealing for the audiences. Although the film made $152.1 million worldwide, it would not have done as well if it did not contain actors such as Dwayne Johnson and Zac Efron, who were used to boost the film's profile and reach a wider target audience. Baywatch contains many stereotypical characters such as love interest, the rebellious lead, characters just there for comedic purposes, and the female villain. The original Baywatch was a TV show that aired on the 22nd of September 1989. It was an action and a drama show. It contained stars such as David Hasselhoff and Pamela Anderson. These stars helped to promote the show to gain a larger audience so that they could keep producing it. There are many different theories that are present in the Baywatch films. However, the two most present ones are Todorov's narrative theory and Mulvey's male gaze theory. Todorov's narrative theory describes the idea that all films follow the same basic story arc, starting with everything being at an equilibrium, the lifeguards at the beginning. Then there is a disruption that occurs to disrupt the equilibrium, in the introduction of Matt Brody and the drugs. Then they recognise the disruption, the dead bodies washing up. Then there is an attempt to repair the damage, them investigating, before finally reaching a new equilibrium, the bay at peace. Another theory that is present in Baywatch is the male gaze theory. The male gaze theory was created by Laura Mulvey. She is a British feminist film theorist who is best known for her essays on narrative cinema and visual pleasure. The male gaze is the way in which women are seen in the world and how they're represented in literature and films. This is usually from a heterosexual male point of view. With the male gaze theory, women are usually presented as sexual objects, there for the pleasure of the males. This theory is present all throughout the film, with the revealing swimsuits and outfits. Even though in some scenes the beauty of the characters is used for comedic value, it is still majorly used to help pretty up the scenes and to make the film more appealing to an audience. After all, who would want to sit through a version of this film that is just middle-aged white men with beer bellies? This scene was voted the official best scene from the movie. Although CJ's beauty in this scene is used for comedic effect, it still conforms to the male gaze theory, as Ronnie's reaction to CJ's body is showing how most of the male audience watching would react if they were in the same situation. The fact that the camera shot repeatedly switches to parts of CJ's body in slow motion close-up helps add to the idea that the women in this film are mainly there to pretty up the scenes and help develop more of a storyline for the male characters. In these two party scenes, the women are seen wearing revealing clothes. For example, in the first scene, Summer's dress is very short. However, CJ's outfit is even more revealing, as her outfit is a mesh two-piece that shows off her breasts and waist. However, the bottom half is barely covering her body, as it is mainly a see-through mesh material. Their dancing in this scene is also really sexual and provocative. The villain, Leeds' outfit, also helps to accentuate her breasts. In the second party scene, Stephanie's outfit helps to accentuate her breasts as well, while CJ's outfit is very short and also shows off her breasts. This scene is probably the most iconic, however it is also a scene that screams male gaze. The slow scan of Summer and CJ's bodies as they're running suggests that the scene is there to show off their bodies. Even though it also shows the men running, the camera spends most of the time on the girls. Some other films that include the male gaze theory are Transformers, Easy A, and Bad Teacher. These films also use female beauty to help make their film more attractive and appealing to their audiences, so they can make more money. However, some films that contrast the male gaze theory are Fargo and Alien. These films don't use female beauty to help broaden their audience, but instead have strong female lead characters that use their skills to solve their problems instead of their beauty. In conclusion, there are many different theories that are present in Baywatch. However, the most present one is Mulvey's male gaze theory. There are many different examples of this all throughout the film, but the most obvious one is the choking scene. The male gaze theory is also present in many different films, including Transformers, Easy A, and Bad Teacher. However, there are some films that contrast this theory, such as Fargo and Alien. Thank you for watching my video.